Hello and welcome to the Easy Allies podcast in the month of the Odyssey. We are Easy Allies. I am Michael Huber, joined by Michael Damiani.
How's it going, everybody?
And Isla Hank.
What up?
Back from some sick shit.
I'm back from some sick shit.
Like TennoCon and an anniversary.
Yeah, my 3-year wedding anniversary was on Tuesday.
That is badass. 3 years. That's a good time.
Yeah, been together for 9, married for 3.
Don't you hate how it resets? Isn't that annoying?
Yeah, I guess. My sister had her 200 month anniversary with her partner, and I was like, you can start counting in years.
Yeah, 200
eventually.
months. What?
Yeah.
I can't even add that.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, more than 10 years.
Yeah.
We are here today, viewers and listeners, to talk about what is new, what is news, and especially what we've been playing. We have a game impressions heavy episode. Thankfully, after last week's Xbox bloodletting, we're definitely going to get Isla's take because we do have only one depressing story this week. So everybody...
So you're relying on me to bring in the depressing?
No, because we want your take from last week's events. We need it. We did because I was losing it. Like I was crashing out. All right.
I mean, it's fucking insane.
I was crashing out hard. I was like, we need the Isla take here badly. Like, what does she make of all this?
I mean, it's bullshit.
Yeah,
We're fucking stupid.
We're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
We're going to get into it because we just have one depressing story to kind of piggyback on the Xbox bloodletting. But we're also going to be talking about a ton of games and what has been going on in the world of said video games. And we're going to kick right off with something jolly, potentially jolly. Let's dive right in. This is kind of surprising. This might not seem like news to many, but to me, it is surprising, and it is fueling my hype. I'm getting hyped. Optimism. D23 has confirmed a panel for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
Of course, we recently saw Kingdom Hearts 4 randomly at the Switch 2 Direct. Damiani smiles. It was a little random, Damiani.
Yeah.
Not just because it was the Nintendo Direct, but it just kind of came out of nowhere.
I mean, it's been announced for a while.
Yes.
And so it's not super random. I think the Nintendo part made it like random, but I think it was more, that was obviously like messaging from Square Enix saying, hey, we are going to put everything, all of our future releases, they're coming to every platform, baby. Like the days of the platform exclusivity are over, which is, great, but it also means like there's no excuses anymore. Like not that they were hiding behind it, but like people were pointing to like, they only released on PlayStation 5. That's why the sales aren't like 10 million plus. Like now it's like,
you talk about this all the time because they talk about it. They're failing to meet sales expectations.
I don't know if Kingdom Hearts will have failed the sales expectations, but it definitely is going to benefit from being like multi-platform. Like of anything, like I think you'll see the more explosive sales in the first month as a result of that. And I mean, I feel like this is good news and optimistic if you're looking for my take on the D23 news. Now, like it's an exciting title. It makes you think like they're gonna maybe have some other announcements in there as well, potentially. But this makes me think that maybe Kingdom Hearts 4 is next year.
Right?
If we just
that's what I thought.
If we got a summer trailer from Nintendo and we get like maybe a new like gameplay footage here, and then maybe Game Awards, we get like an actual like release date saying like holiday of next year.
Yes.
Like could be real. Like I'm starting to believe now.
Yes,
right?
same. Yes. Isla, as the resident Kingdom Hearts lore master, what are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah. All shall be revealed, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know all about Xemnas.
I know all about Xemnas. And Roxas. Yeah.
So what's really exciting about this? What's really exciting is speaking of Isla and Sophia, I love an anniversary.
Wow.
This is celebrating the 25th anniversary of this franchise. A quarter century for Kingdom Hearts. That is electric.
Yeah. They did a 15th anniversary thing back at Disney Burbank Animation Studios Burbank 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I went to that, and I was like,
You did?
Yeah, they did a presentation there, and in like a theater. I did feel a little out of place because they were asking for like audience participation, but I always thought I was there as like a journalist, and I'm like, because it was still first year of like Easy Allies, I believe, and like I was kind of like, they're like, we're filming all this for them. I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to. I was like, what? I was like,
you were in work mode.
So there's a shot. My friends made fun of me because there's a shot where you can see me in the audience. Everyone's so excited. I'm just like the Nicolas Cage clapping in the Oscars thing. Like, what is going on?
That's so good.
Yeah.
So this panel is celebrating the 25th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts, and it is called a deep dive into Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, that's a reference.
Dream Drop Distance.
You do the deep dives.
Oh, yes.
And Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, deep dive. Yeah.
The panel is scheduled for August 15th at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, and this is all they say. This is the only information we have. This is from their D23 website. Join us for a journey through light and darkness as we commemorate 25 years of Kingdom Hearts. Discover how this saga united Disney, Pixar, and Square Enix with insights from the creative minds, character voices, and more behind the magic. So it seems like there's going to be a lot of guests there. Like Haley Joel Osment could easily show up. I'm betting on that, counting on that.
Yeah, they had
reveal himself. Damiani.
I forgot who they had last time. They had Yoko Shimomura was there and like played some music on the piano from Kingdom Hearts, the composer of Kingdom Hearts music.
Prelude, 10 out of 10. Top 3 musical songs of all time in gaming.
Some musical guests, maybe. Who knows?
Truly Kingdom Hearts, some of the best music in the biz.
Maybe we'll find out the Kingdom Hearts 4 theme song there. You know,
Dude.
Is Tada Hikaru gonna be back? I forget. I'm not sure. One thing it'd be cool if they kept this a secret somehow, because obviously they're working on Kingdom Hearts 4, and they've done the HD remasters, for all the old games.
Yeah.
I wonder if they would ever do like a remake of 1. If that would ever be in the cards.
Cool. Yeah.
If that would ever be in the cards to remake 1.
We are in the remake era, Damiani.
It's 25 years.
Yeah.
Not like coming soon, but like maybe something for after 4, like remake, they want to do like the Capcom route where it's like, let's remake 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
At the very 1, 2, and maybe like I don't know, Birth by Sleep. I don't know.
And I love that they mess around with some of the games, as we know, with those collections. Like some of those mobile games have got full-on just like movie versions of them, recoded
the DS
and stuff.
They got
and then
the movies.
And then some of the other games have remade versions. So like Chain of Memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
there
we go.
I'm sure they'll announce new merchandise. There'll probably be like new stuff to buy as well. So
definitely.
Very curious. Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 4. It looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Kingdom Hearts is coming. It's back. This is like the beacons are lit. Square Enix calls for aid. The beacons are lit.
We need the heavy hitters now. Unleash Sora. Unleash Sora, Donald, and Goofy now.
Yep. Isla, any hype for this? I know you're not fully caught up with playing the games, but you do. It feels like you do have a soft spot for Kingdom Hearts. From the outside looking in, Isla, it feels like you've got a soft spot for this franchise. What do you want to see in 4? Anything at all. What would make you happy where you're like, all right, Kingdom Hearts 4, I see you.
What
could it do?
I must confess zero interest. I'm happy that you're all happy.
That's what we need. There we go.
I just want you guys to be happy.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to see, whatever the community wants to see,
Sick.
is what I want to see. You know,
Sick.
it's not for me, but I am happy that everyone is getting it.
I want.
And I'd love to. I'm down to cut another timeline.
Yo, careful what you promise. I want to see the Great Mouse Detective in Kingdom Hearts. Let's
that
go.
would be tight.
What?
That would be tight.
World reveals.
Each of you gets one desired world. What is it, Damiani?
I mean, I think at this point I'd like Star Wars.
Star Wars, okay. Heavily teased,
mean,
yeah.
If not, I mean, Marvel would be cool too.
Yes.
But from like Disney properties, I don't know. I was excited when they got Toy Story. I was like, that's awesome. I was like, I like Toy Story. So I was like, yep, there you go. I'm kind of sold.
Hell yeah. Toy Story 5, shout out. Don't skip it. Don't miss it. Incredible film. Isla, one world you want in Kingdom Hearts.
I want to see the little. Keep it on the toys theme. Actually, I want to see the little toys from 1983's Where the Toys Come From.
Where the toys come from.
Yeah.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is.
I used to watch this all the time as a kid.
Oh my God.
It's a live action of little guys, and they like wander around, and it shows how the toys get made.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like an educational.
Zoom and Peepers.
Zoom and Peepers, dude. Yeah.
Zoom and Peepers.
Zoom is a camera, and Peepers is he's binoculars, and he has glasses. And when he walks, the glasses go up and down.
Hey,
Yo, this is Toy Story 5 coded. What the hell?
Dude, yeah. I was
Toy
like,
Story
obsessed
5
with this.
these characters, viewers and listeners? This is crazy.
Let me see if I can find a trailer I could show you, chat, for this thing.
I do.
Dude, this is legit Toy Story 5 coded hard.
Yeah. For other things in Kingdom Hearts 4, I would like to see Final Fantasy back again. Like Final Fantasy characters or something new for that would be kind of nice. Sorry, chat jogged my memory. I was like, yeah, we have I've said it before. I want them to return back to having Final Fantasy elements again, because that was like one of the biggest draws for Kingdom Hearts for me was
Damiani,
Final Fantasy meets Disney,
right.
not just Sora meets Disney. It's like these Final Fantasy characters interacting with it, and also Swordfish, the Mighty Ducks, dude. If they could have a scene
Mighty
where
Ducks.
Sora says, "Hey, Charlie,"
Yeah.
if Sora
What do they
gets
say?
to like
Ducks
have
fly
like
together?
Ducks fly together, flying V, baby.
Donald Duck. He's gonna get so mad. They should make him. They have some fun with that. The Knuckle Puck.
The Knuckle Puck.
Knuckle Puck. Anyway,
Isla's queuing up some sick
I'm
shit.
trying to find they have the entire movie on here, but I guess I'll just find a random part.
Isla,
Bloodroot's
I
gonna
need you
kill us.
also, before we move on, because Kingdom Hearts 4 is nothing but jolly. It is hope. It is life. It is feel-good emotions.
Uh-huh.
And Damiani bringing up Final Fantasy because, as Damiani was alluding to,
There's Peepers.
Final Fantasy took a back seat in Kingdom Hearts 3, unfortunately. That was a big omission. So it's time to come back with a vengeance.
Uh-huh.
And
what's the question here, Huber?
Well, no, we're running this podcast on a potato, everyone. All right, we're running this podcast on a potato.
The laptop Huber uses is very cheap and bad.
Yeah. So I'm trying to just link you this image if Slack would load. Buy some time with Where the Toys Come From.
Okay, yeah, here. I found a decent clip of Where the Toys Come From 1983. So it's these little toys, and they're alive, and you hear their little voiceover. This thing was made on a shoestring, and it's got that amazing 80s TV lighting. Everything looks like a goddamn soap opera. But yeah, Peepers and Zoom go on a journey to find out where toys come from. And they go to the factory, and they see toys being made in like various states of like I was going to say undress, but like unmake, and it's like horrifying for them. It is kind of like a horror moment where they're like, "What?"
That is intense.
But then they're like, "Oh, okay, it's just parts. Like we're all parts."
We're all just humans and toys. We're all the same.
Yeah.
We're just a
Here they are, dude. And like, here's how they move around. Like, it's not animated. They just like wiggle them around when they talk. It's so good.
This is kind of scary.
It's so good.
Holy shit.
I was in love with this movie as a kid. And yeah, this one's freaky. It's an unpainted version of Peepers.
Oh my god, and Peepers is like, what the hell
Peepers
is this?
like, what the fuck is this? Dude! What's this freak show coming at me?
Peepers, what is this?
Even though they would not
monster?
assemble this toy unpainted like that. Like,
Holy shit.
and they're both just like, what is happening?
Isla, please show the image I linked in the news channel,
Okay.
because that is all I want in Kingdom Hearts. The return of the absolute pinnacle of Cloud Strife's design. You cannot beat that. The taped up Buster Sword is like,
With the one-winged angel going on?
dude, the taped Buster Sword is like the sickest shit I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
That tape got cut off by the sword the second he used it once.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to ask him why he did it. Why he does it. Like, what's the meaning?
The sword got hurt.
He looks so cool. Holy shit, he looks good there. One of the best designs. All right, that was jolly. Kingdom Hearts 4 is alive and well and coming. And hopefully we see more news at D23 on August 15th at 4:30 Pacific time. Mark your calendars. That's less than a month away. So
Do
all
they
eyes on
stream
that.
it? I thought they don't stream D23. It's a
You probably have to buy some digital ticket, maybe.
Yeah.
Or
I was
you
gonna
have to be
say,
there.
like,
No ticket.
Yeah.
Either way, if they don't stream it, the people in attendance will be flooding the internet with all of the information available.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got to get depressing for a moment. We have one depressing story, as I promised you today, because last week was only depression. We just have one. It's a follow-up to last week / the last month. Microsoft has said that ID tech is safe. They're like, everything's fine. It is fine. Even though we fired half the staff, everything's fine. ID tech, it's safe. You're all good. Former staffers say everyone that got fired, though, are the only ones who could save it. So, quote from former staffers at ID who are blowing the whistle, remaining anonymous, of course. Quote, they've just gotten rid of all the people who could ever fix or change ID tech, so it's most likely going to end up in the trash can. ID tech, by the way, a staple of this industry for the last couple decades. Quote, that's where I just come back to. It completely feels like success is detached from your ability to keep a job, and I think that's basically provable. We've talked about that for years now. The anonymous former staffer said to the game developer. They added that 5 members of the VFX team were among the layoffs, leading to an immense loss of institutional knowledge, which is really the thing that scares me the most, is firing all of these veterans who just have all of the titular institutional knowledge. If ID tech is on the chopping block, then that'll be a major blow for gaming. The article goes on to say the engine is known for being hyper-focused on creating fast-paced first-person shooter experiences, allowing it to be optimized for a specific purpose, render high-level graphics, and run games at a blisteringly fast frame rate on a variety of platforms. And it goes on to compare it to Unreal Engine 5, which is really starting to have a stranglehold on this industry. And there's a lot of concerns that Epic Games is going to have just a monopoly because of Unreal Engine 5. The industry is over-relying on it. CD Projekt Red has recently ditched its proprietary Red engine for Unreal 5 to continue work on The Witcher 4. And the next Halo project is also being developed on Unreal Engine 5. But some of its technical limitations include hidden performance drains, demanding features that require the latest and very expensive hardware, and poor optimization.
And horrible tutorialization.
Yeah, and I'm just, I think about, I love bringing up The Witcher here. I think of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt having a very unique look that separates it from a lot of games. Just, Red Engine. Having games built on different engines is good for gamers. It's good for the industry. Just separating games from themselves. If every single thing is built on Unreal, you start to homogenize. You start to look and feel the same. What do we think? I do want to open it up to Isla because she didn't get a chance to really say anything about the bloodletting.
I liked this thing that Blood put in Slack.
Yeah.
Also, that current employees speaking to Aftermath on the condition of anonymity.
Yeah.
This is a post by Nathan Grayson from Aftermath.
Yeah.
Hi, Nathan. How you doing? As they were not authorized to speak publicly noted that internal Xbox product teams were also hit hard by last week's layoffs, with some losing 30 to 40% of their staff. This includes, one current employee said, people who were responsible for the original Xbox and Xbox 360. Xbox in general had a lot of incredible people who stuck around for a very long time, the current employee told Aftermath. It's the only way that we've been able to ship consoles which work well despite us being on a shoestring budget. Tons of institutional knowledge. People stretched thin, not enough time to properly document things, and Asha and her new leadership team have no trust in or respect for the value those people brought to the business. While they correctly diagnosed a shit show, they don't know or care to learn about why it is so bad. And so they're wildly blowing everything up since they're too lazy or uncurious to actually listen to the teams who have struggled under the previous incompetent leadership teams.
Scathing indictment.
I think that sums it up.
Yeah, that really does.
That to me is just like what I was seeing here, where it's like they're probably not wrong. Like, obviously Xbox has not been successful this round,
Yeah.
whatever. And it's not been doing great. And like the pricing structure problems and like all the Game Pass stuff that I'm sure you guys talked about last week. But like like the shit show is obviously there. And like obviously Asha and those guys know it's there. But this is what I was afraid of when they brought someone over who was from the AI department.
You were right.
Like, because it's like
numbers. The numbers, Mason.
Well, the numbers, but also like like the person said, like I feel like big proponents of AI are fundamentally incurious people. Like, they don't want to take the time to learn. They don't want to do the thing for themselves. They don't want to,
Well
and like,
said.
And if they're cutting corners, like if their job is to build tools that cut corners and fire people, what do you think they're going to do when they're in charge?
I'm copying that. That's my favorite thing ever, Isla. People that love AI are uncurious. That is fantastic. That's so true. Curiosity is one of my favorite traits in any human. Yeah. And I just feel like it applies to our industry so much. It's why I play so many games. I'm fucking curious. I'm curious about the stories, the characters, the mechanics, the game, the development. Like, curiosity is so powerful.
My main takeaway of this is like, yeah, like that employee said, where, and like you guys were saying about the id Tech thing, where it's like they're killing these departments whether they mean to or not. I think, like, I honestly don't know where they go from here unless they're gonna have to just hire back up or make it so focused. Like, I don't know how they're gonna have hardware and still put enough software on it to make the hardware worth having. Yeah. They obviously haven't done that this cycle. Like, the Xbox Series X doesn't have, it barely has a reason to exist. And like I use it as a 4K Blu-ray player. Like, I barely play games on it. And like, you're
correct. Yeah.
And the paltry little handful of exclusives that they wrested away from being on PlayStation and are just like, no, just kidding. E-Day is only on this now.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to be enough to save it. And like, I think that whether or not mainstream gamers give a shit, which I think that the majority of people don't know or follow the news about this stuff to hear about all these layoffs, right? Like, it's not something that reaches, critical mass
They have
of
no
the
idea.
public consciousness, because
Yeah.
why would it? But like, I think that the damage here is probably irreparable.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like they will either need to hyper focus on maybe just games or just the console or something. They need to do something different than what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I think that now they just have a bunch of skeletons that are shambling around like a Ray
Totally.
Harryhausen movie, except without the personality. And I honestly think they should just kill Xbox entirely. Like, I think they should just stop. But who knows?
I like competition, even if it's
I
not
also like competition.
competitive. Yeah. If Xbox dies, I know you're right in everything you're saying. Like, they're not doing well. They have, they barely have a reason to exist. But I still think the walking corpse that is Xbox is still good for the industry in a way.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, I assume that the play that they're making is Bethesda is the Elder Scrolls company and
Yeah.
Obsidian is the Fallout company.
Yep.
And
Which is all but
I can't
confirmed,
remember who's
yeah.
making Gears right now, but they're the Gears
Epic.
company.
Or,
No.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
Coalition?
Coalition. Yes, thank you so much.
And 343 is on Halo.
They're like I feel like they have those are the four, right? It's
Yeah.
it's your Skyrims, it's your Fallouts, it's your Gears of
Halos
Warses and your
Gears.
Halos.
And your
then
Forzas.
your Forzas, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think they're going to allow Fable to continue to exist this time.
Yeah,
because it's
so
almost
far.
done.
Yeah.
But like I think as soon as Fable comes out, unless it is like a god tier smash hit, which maybe it will be. Hopefully that game is good.
Yeah.
I think chances are very high that they say, okay, get back into the Forza mines.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that sports and those other four games are the pillars.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised if they only do that. I was so excited by Obsidian's like big one,
Crazy.
small one kind of thing that they were doing
Pentiment.
for a while. Pentiment, Grounded,
Pentiment.
in between Avowed and Outer Wilds and Outer Worlds and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I really like that. And we're seeing it in film right now with Obsession and like other stuff where it's like mid-budget, low-budget
us the small
stuff
ones.
is proving that it can make big money. Like the highest grossing films were Sinners and Obsession of the 2020s.
Yeah.
And like
And this year is Obsession and Backrooms, highest horror movie budget or box office.
lowest budget, highest grossing. And it's
Yeah.
just like I was really excited to see that in gaming also.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just all. It's all a bummer.
Are you nervous about id Tech going away? Like, are you nervous about an Unreal Engine 5 monopoly, Isla?
I think that what makes me nervous about Unreal 5 becoming a monopoly is Unreal 6. Because Unreal 6 seems like a slot machine.
Oh, shit.
Because it's being built around AI entirely. We'll see if they pivot on that or what. But, like, that seems like a bummer.
Yeah.
Also, a quick aside, I've been doing tutorials for Godot. I've been learning Godot, and
You've
it's
been
pretty
waiting
fun.
for Godot?
I've been waiting for Godot. I'm learning Godot. It's kind of cool.
Sick.
Because, yeah, it seems like the only viable semi-ethical game engine anymore.
Cool. Damiani, any takes on id Tech going away, Unreal Engine 5?
Said a
Microsoft
lot
in
last
general?
week, so I'll keep this
Yeah,
extremely
yeah.
brief.
Yes.
I don't believe Microsoft. I trust everyone who got fired who says that Microsoft's lying.
Same.
And just go back and I stand by what I said last week about Microsoft. Unreal Engine 5, has its issues. Unreal 6 looks kind of like disastrous. We need to stop pushing for higher end tech right now with the state of hardware, both consoles and PC hardware.
Yeah, scale it back.
People
GTA
can't
6 is
afford
all
this
we need.
anyway.
Scale it
so
back.
stop pushing for the latest, greatest shit. Internal optimized engines seemed like great because your teams knew how to work with them. And this seems like not good. I don't know. Maybe it's good for some, but you already had an in-house team that was specialized. I will say this, in a broader strokes thing, companies hate it when there's only like a small number of people who have been around forever, who are like the specialists in a certain piece of software or some back end tool or something mission critical, executives hate that shit because they're like, oh, job security, and we're vulnerable to them. They love an opportunity to oust those people and bring in a new system that like is like, just can not plug and play, but like bring in anyone. Just drag and drop a new person. Like, here you go. It's easy for them to get into and stuff, even if it's a worse system. So this is absolutely what Microsoft is doing. They're like, we don't want to pay these specialists. We don't want these specialized engines. Just bring in the generic shit so we can hire people for less money or whatever. We're going to push our AI shit to work with it too. And we'll call it a day. And they're going to find out how that goes for them real quickly.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, especially when it's like AI stuff, when they just bring in someone who's like, we'll use the AI, and then like everyone is like, the AI is bad and doesn't work, and then they're like, but the reps from OpenAI told us that it's good, so you have to use it, when they were buying us steak dinner.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Surf and turf. Just want to randomly popped into my brain. Just want to shout out to Max Payne 1 for no reason. Remedy used its own in-house engine, Max FX. So just vibes of like an in-house engine. It's hard to beat. Like really making all.
Doesn't Control still use the Remedy engine? Whatever.
What's up?
Control 2 still uses the Remedy engine.
Control, baby. Control resonant engine. Yeah, what are they?
Yeah,
what
resonant engine.
Yeah,
that's what
so many people still
right.
use proprietary and. Yeah.
Northlight.
Northlight.
Love Northlight, baby. Keep it going, Remedy. Heroes of the industry. A beacon of hope.
It would be interesting to see the breakdown though of like how many devs use of the like big devs use their own engine.
Yeah.
Versus, Unreal or whatever.
No doubt. All right, bad news out of the way. There it is. Back to good news. Here we go. Ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Here we go. We need a hype check. Why am I not like foaming at the mouth here?
Because it's confusing.
It is confusing, and we're about to be finally less confused when the Duskbloods network test launches on Switch 2 from August 21st to August 24th. Registration begins. You better lock in. You better write this down. Registration begins July 22nd at 7 a.m. Pacific.
7 a.m. God damn.
7 a.m. July 22nd.
Is it through or do you have to go through Nintendo's site?
I think from.
Okay.
You will then know registration is only open for like 48 hours. July 22nd at 7 a.m. it begins. And you will know if you're picked on August 7th at 6 a.m. Pacific. That's when you'll know. Then. Yeah. So the Duskbloods, I mean, I love pedigree, not Triple H's pedigree. I love the pedigree of a game studio. And you also know I love exclusive games. And the Duskbloods is both. It is a From Software Nintendo exclusive. Talk about
their first
system sell. What's up?
Is it their first Nintendo exclusive?
I think so. I think it is too. I'm like going through their catalog in my brain: Armored Core and Kingsfield and Demon Souls, Dark Souls, all that shit. Yeah. So it is a Switch exclusive, Switch 2 exclusive, which is so crazy. From Software. I mean, they are coming off of Elden Ring and Night Rain, especially because this is a multiplayer focused game. What's our hype level, everybody? What's our hype level for Duskbloods? A From Software Switch exclusive. I mean, is this... That alone is like... Are we GOTY contender here? I mean, you laugh, but Elden Ring is one of the most critically acclaimed. Bloodborne, Dark Souls. I mean, these are legitimately some of the greatest video games of all time and it's not even open for debate. There's no debate.
Yeah, and it's
These are
directed by the man
facts.
himself. That's true.
Yeah.
This one, and they say they've been working on it since like right after Elden Ring or what. They've been working on it in the shadows for like 9 years, like a long time or something.
And
crazy
Miyazaki
thing.
himself is directing
That's what I said.
this. It's crazy.
The thing is, the fact that it's multiplayer and like a bizarre, like weird extraction thing where you have other ways of winning besides
PvPvE, yes.
PvPvE. I am obviously excited about this. I'm also so intrigued in a confused and cautiously optimistic way.
Yeah, like what the hell?
I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I'm ready to secure.
I'm ready to secure. I'm ready to secure the blood, Lord.
I'm gonna secure that blood, Lord.
Yes.
Give
me the blood.
I don't love multiplayer games.
But you loved Night Rain.
I played a shitload of Night Rain.
Yeah.
I like PvE. I don't love PvP.
Sure.
I like Warframe, as we'll get into in a second. I like PvE multiplayer. Which is how I tried my best to play Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
But the threat of getting ganked by a human, did give Arc Raiders that bit of edge.
Yeah.
When it was balanced toward like a little bit.
Those glory early days.
Yeah.
When everybody was friendly, but there was still a threat.
But sometimes they were threatening. Yeah. Like that is fun. So like,
yeah.
Here's my thing is, it's weird because it's like I'm really, really stoked, but also I don't spend my days thinking about it,
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get it day one or earlier if they'll send it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Miyazaki.
Like I got Bloodborne tattoos, for God's sake.
Exactly.
Like this game is looking like Bloodborne and looks weird. It also looks like goofy.
Yeah.
Like there's like a jetpack Onion Knight guy, and I'm just like, what is happening? And like Night Rain was more arcadey, So if they're going in this weird kind of like taking themselves less seriously era, this will be really interesting too. FromSoft is sick. We'll see.
It is set during the twilight of humanity, an event in which the Bloodsworn, not Bloodborne, are summoned from different times and places to compete for first blood. Rambo. The Bloodsworn are controlled characters who have gained superhuman abilities through special blood. The game, therefore, has no fixed era or location. What if they're just like, it's all connected, Bloodborne,
that's
Dark Souls, Elden Ring, let's go.
It'd be a interesting licensing situation, but that is what's interesting is like each level seems to be a different like time period.
Yeah.
It looks really interesting.
Yeah.
And like the old saying goes, if you love someone, let them make a bizarre PvE experience.
Yeah.
And I love them, so they can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever the hell they want.
They can do whatever they want, and I am excited to play it.
It's shocking to bet against Miyazaki. It was like people betting against the Odyssey because of one teaser trailer. And it's like, how fucking quickly do you forget of the auteur's pedigree? Like when I love how
angry in defense of Christopher Nolan.
Well, when you have made one masterpiece, like to me, you're not immune, but like you have a lifetime respect. When you've made more than one, like I'm gonna pay attention to everything you do for the rest of your life. That's how I feel about that situation. So like Miyazaki, forever, I will take note and I will be aware and be excited for any game this man makes.
Yeah. In my estimation, he's kind of like not missed.
Correct.
Even like the ones that I don't love as much as the other ones, I'm like, this is still sick, you know?
His last credits are Elden Ring, Sekiro, Deracine, which was sick, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne. Director.
Pretty
and
wild.
Dark Souls 1 director and Demon Souls. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like that's insane.
It is insane.
That's like back-to-back home runs.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Unhinged. So, Damiani, do you think this is going to be the best Switch 2 game so far?
No, not a chance. And
Not a chance. How come?
Not a chance. It's multiplayer. Nintendo.
So a multiplayer game could never live up to the expectations of a single player
Not
game
on
ever,
Switch.
no
not
matter
on
what.
Switch. Not with the Switch fan base. No. If you're asking like in that regard, if you're asking for me personally, like very difficult for a multiplayer game to be my like favorite. Or I can see it could be like good and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, sorry to just like share my feelings because like the framing of the question, like I don't really know how to answer it. Like, obviously it can. Like, I'm not the prophet. Like, I can't predict that. But like, I'll say like I'm like with Isla. I don't generally prefer multiplayer games. I loved Elden Ring. Had zero interest in Night Rain. Did not, and especially when it was a pay game. I was like, nope, not interested. This one I'll try out the network test absolutely just to see what the hell it is. It might be fun, but like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be wondering what the next single player focused FromSoft game is gonna be. That's where I'm in my boat, and hopefully it's like a completely new setting. Whatever they do with the next one, like whatever the next project is, please just do something new. Like
You don't
want the same
wanna-
type of game, just set it somewhere else. Like
You don't want to group up, bro? You don't want to group up with me?
I'll group up with you. Like I'm not saying you can't have fun with it. I'm just saying like in general on my own, I won't seek that out. Like, that's not what I generally seek
If
out
I
for a game
message you
experience.
on Slack wanting to drop in Duskbloods, will you answer the call?
Yes. During the network test.
What about when the main game comes
If
out?
I have it, I'm not going to go my
buying
way
this.
to buy it, though. If I, like, I'm just saying.
All right. Isla, I know you're in. You're day one.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Day 0, baby.
Day zero, baby. So we have to give the code to Damiani. We have to make a
No, you
sacrifice. Yeah. To get him in there.
Nah, he wouldn't play it. It would be
Damn
a waste
it.
of a code.
Yeah, I should not do that.
Before we move on, last thing before we move on, Damiani, that doesn't excite you that it's From Software, Hideki Miyazaki, Switch 2 exclusive. Even then, that won't get you out of a multiplayer comfort zone.
I mean, I've just...
That won't be enough
No.
to be like, I don't usually fuck with these games, but
frame this for
because
you.
of those
Let
things...
me reframe this for you. A
Yeah.
Zelda centric multiplayer game would not get me excited. In fact, that'd make me annoyed. That's why, like, whenever they announced the ones in the past, I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm out. I'm like, I'll play it, I'll try it, because I kind of do. And, like, even, like, as much as I love Final Fantasy 14, but, like, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 4, and, like, are absolutely my more favorite games. Like, they're better games. Like, just because they don't have as much content and stuff in it, obviously. But, like,
sure.
I'm always looking forward to the next single-player Final Fantasy game. It's like, what's 16? Loved it. 17. Hopefully, it's single-player, not a multiplayer game. Like, I'll be perfectly fine if they never make another multiplayer Final Fantasy game again.
Yeah,
What if it's Strangers of Paradise 2, though?
Okay, that was a meme. That's not like necessarily good. That's just like a meme. That's a meme. Sometimes if you're gonna make a meme game and it's multiplayer, that's kind of like that's fine. Those are fun. That's setting expectations.
Yeah.
But like the serious ones where it's like this is your next mainline Final Fantasy. It's like please just be single player. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of my vibe too. Is like, I view this sort of like Cameron making Avatar movies, where it's like this game existing.
Someone's not here to defend us.
This game existing is a different game, not existing or coming later, right? Like a single player, quote unquote, real Souls game, where it's like every Avatar that James Cameron makes is 2 other James Cameron movies we could have gotten. We could have gotten some. He could have invented the next Terminator. Like the next big
I don't
thing.
need another. I just want more Avatar.
No, I'm not saying Terminator. I'm saying the next thing
the
like
next
Terminator.
the next IP.
Aliens.
Next
The
movie
next
revolution,
Terminator.
yeah.
The next movie Revolution.
Yeah,
He already
even
did it with
2009.
Avatar.
It's
You're
been
right.
Avatar is
17 years.
old hat, dude. Old hat.
Even
the
Avatar
oldest
Defender
hat,
takes
dude.
too long. You're right.
The
You're right.
oldest hat.
Takes too long.
James Cameron is robbing the world of James Cameron.
I will say though, Way of Water was not that long ago, less than 5 years ago, and it is the best Avatar. So
I haven't even seen the third one. It was on the plane. Couldn't be bothered.
Creator's intent. The plane.
Watching it on a plane.
Yes.
The best
Creator's
experience.
intent.
While I'm playing Vampire Crawlers with no
immersed.
headphones on. No audio, Vampire Crawlers. listening to a book.
In 2023, Time listed Miyazaki as one of the 100 most influential people of the year, making him only the second game developer to be featured on the list after Shigeru Miyamoto in 2007. So pay attention to the Duskbloods, y'all. Let's go. Isla, you are back
Hello.
from TennoCon.
TennoCon.
How was it? Tell us all about
It was
it.
crazy, dude. It was crazy.
How many? You've gone to how many now?
This was my third.
Third one.
Yeah.
How did it stack up?
Hat trick.
How did it stack up to the others? And what are your feelings and thoughts on the future of Soulframe and Warframe?
Yo, so TennoCon is cool. I really like it. This one was weird. Oops. This one was weird because it was kind of disjointed because they got too big for the RBC, the convention center there in London, Ontario. So they had to split it into two locations, which are not super convenient to each other. But the concert and then all of the panels and stuff were in, if you're watching the footage right now,
Sick.
This space.
This
And
is
so-
the end of the Batman right here. He like jumps down here.
Yeah. This is where they had the Tenno concert, and this is us waiting for the Tenno concert, and they had these acrylic drums on the like big platforms on the ground, and then I noticed, oh wait, there are safety harness things hanging from the ceiling, and I'm like, okay, are they gonna do like circusy stuff? I wish Dawn were here because I put a bunch of B-roll
That
of
is a
fog
lot
in
of
here
fog.
for Dawn. So yeah, last year they did a rock and roll concert. This year they did an orchestra and choir concert
Cool.
with circus performers.
Yo!
So they had Cirque Revolution doing all these crazy ass things.
What?
And it was incredible.
Yeah, it
I
looks
love circus
awesome.
stuff like this. And they had taiko drummers.
Yo.
They played a lot of the great songs. People were commenting they didn't play some of the classics, you know? But they played mostly newer stuff, which was really cool. They did play Jade Shadow's music, which I really enjoy. But yeah, I just love seeing people lifting each other up and like
Yeah.
flipping around on ropes and stuff.
Oh,
and
that's
like,
so fun, Isla.
yeah, it was great.
Is there any like circus connection to Warframe, or is this just for
Not
fun in the
exactly.
show
I
and
mean,
stuff?
Folly has kind of a, not really.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
just maybe like movement and body?
Yeah,
Like body
I mean,
and
well, in their
movement vibes.
costumes, they're dressed like Orican
Yeah.
or like a sentient at one point, and like
super cool.
various different things. I put this B-roll in these two women hiding in the fog.
So cool.
These are all for Dawn. Everything I do is for Dawn.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, so this is he's playing like Ortis kind of, and none of this means anything to anybody unless they're
Hardcore
into
Tennos.
Warframe. Yeah, she seems nice.
Just hanging from the rope.
He's hanging from the rope.
Flying
by her
Graysons
thighs.
over here.
Yeah, you watch this guy's gonna do a flip off this box. It's pretty crazy.
Yo.
Yeah. So anyway, that
Was the crowd
tight.
into it?
Oh, everyone was losing their goddamn
I
minds.
love that.
It was so loud. And yeah, everyone had lights on their, like, they gave everyone these light up lanyards. Anyways, I'm veering into blood territory of storytelling here. I could start listing a bunch of people nobody knows. I was hanging out with Lauren. You know, that
first
was
names
awesome.
is
First
blood
name
core.
only. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So then this was really sweet. So Rebecca Ford, the creative director of the game, had a surgery on Friday. Couldn't be at TennoCon, which
Oh.
was devastating for her, I am sure. She's
Yeah.
doing fine. She's doing great.
Good. My mom
which
just had
is-
hernia surgery
Oh, damn.
yesterday.
Shit.
Yeah, she's doing okay though.
That's
She's
good to
back
hear.
home. Everything's fine.
So this this moment was nice. They had us sing to the tune of "Happy Birthday," but it was like "Happy Recovery to you." All the
Aw.
Tenno miss you. We love you, Rebecca.
That's so sweet.
Hope you feel better soon, which is really nice.
That's really
That
sweet.
TennoCon is just so sweet.
Yeah,
everyone
so
is
wholesome.
so nice. Everyone's so supportive and kind. And then yeah, so this is when they showed Warframe Tau, which is the new Warframe expansion. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I'll talk about Soulframe first.
Cool. Yeah, I'm really, really, really intrigued by this game, Isla. Mainly because I love the vibe, the aesthetic of it, but also I can kind of get in on the ground floor.
You can get in before we're underground, baby. This game ain't even in alpha yet.
Yeah.
They call it pre-alpha preludes.
Cool.
We're in prelude 15. So yeah, but you can get in as a founder, or last weekend, every TennoCon they've been doing this thing where everyone who's on the list gets in for free.
Wow.
Gets in. So they're doing it in phased releases. If you know somebody, like me, I can get you in too.
It looks so good visually, my God.
Yeah, so what was crazy about this is, so the general gist of Soulframe is positivity, freeing animals, like curing the kind of pollution that the enemies bring in.
The blight.
The Ode are the enemies. But this expansion or whatever, not expansion, the game's not even out, but like this prelude is going to introduce a kind of like, they jokingly said edgelord envoy, which is the player character. So let me jump ahead here. You basically get goo powers. Oh yeah, they added fishing.
Yes.
But yeah, you got a skeleton arm, you got a raven for a bird, and they have mounts that you raise a wolf pup to adulthood.
Bonds.
And you have bonds with you. Literally, there'll be a bonding mechanic with your wolf, and then you can ride your wolf as a mount.
Yo.
But also, there's this freaky, nasty horse and all this stuff. Dude, Soulframe is fucking sick.
It looks so
it's like
sick.
And like the story is so crazy and like really neat.
Is it in the same universe as Warframe, or are these completely separate?
Completely separate, so far. Like there are maybe nods or whatever, but like I think so far they're completely separated.
Cool.
But
Yo,
yeah,
sick move there. Fucking paladin.
Yeah,
vibes.
this is in the past. That's your mom.
Yo.
That's the player character's mom, being a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Fighting Tempest
awesome.
Bayor, who's voiced by Ben Starr.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, Soulframe is tight as hell.
It looks really, really fun.
So yeah, that's all the Soulframe stuff.
It looks super different than Warframe too. There's the
it is.
Obviously,
yeah.
it's way more slow and deliberate.
And it's not a Souls-like. Despite the title having soul in it, which breaks my rule. Even Steve, the CEO of the thing, was like, it was a dumbass idea to call it Soulframe.
Or the best idea.
But whatever. No, Soulframe is really cool, and if you can get into it, you should get into it. It's obviously not finished yet and buggy as hell, but it's cool. Then also they showed Warframe, and Huber, you're gonna love this.
Oh shit!
So I'm trying to not be spoilery when I talk about this stuff, and so I won't get specific with story stuff. But what they announced was that they had this crazy ass thing in relays that players in the game could see this too.
Yo,
when it
Talos
happened.
Principle?
Yeah. So there's these big giant guys. It's related to some other stuff, whatever. But you'll basically have your own, and you can customize it and make it male or female, which is wild. This is all coming later this year.
Holy shit! Customized vessel.
Yeah. Arturos and Zioa. But this is all somehow...
I'm getting engineers vibes here.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
They're like giant titans, like Attack on Titans titans.
Dude.
People are going to make them all red and muscle looking because you can customize how they look. But, anyway, they're somehow involved in traveling to Tau, which is the second solar system that they're introducing to this game. So the game takes place in the Earth system, and there's Earth and all the planets and a bunch of bases and whatever. That's where we've been playing Warframe for 13 years.
Got
right?
it.
And you unlock. They had added a bunch of planets, and they've done stuff, and like there's various things that they've added over the years, like the Zeramon and all these things. So it's more than just the planets of our solar system, but Tau is another system. And as we're doing this fly through here on the B-roll, you can see that
Cool.
there's like a busted in half planet, a planet with rings around it, which is like a ringed city. There's, other planets and stuff that are out there. When this launches, it's going to have 2 planets. And the one that we've seen right now is called Fornax. And it is the rings, the city around that planet. And that takes place in there. And that has like several regions within that city, the ringed city itself. And they've also introduced this new Warframe, which is named Briscoe. He is a detective-themed Warframe.
Sick.
And the crazy thing with this is Warframes don't talk. They don't, with one other exception, don't have a personality of their own, except for proto-frames. Like, don't worry about that. But this is they called it a chimera frame, which I guess is maybe that because he's like a half sentient, half Warframe. I don't know. But it's voiced by Matt Mercer, but it's his internal monologue. So he's basically narrating stuff like a detective story,
That's so
but only he
badass.
can hear it, and we the audience.
That rules.
But he has cool, like, weird, like, card-based abilities and stuff like that. And that's Albrecht and Trotty. There's a bunch of story stuff going on. There's so much to get into. Yeah. It's insane. I won't get into it. But
This is like book 15 of a fantasy series.
This literally probably like book like 30. Yeah. But this is what Tau looks like. This is what Fornax, this crazy city, looks like.
Jesus,
It has
Doom the Dark Ages.
Yeah, it's crazy and gnarly, and like everyone's addicted to this drug called Bloom.
Cool. Peach trees.
And so there's Briscoe throwing these cards.
Slow-mo.
Yeah. And like there's just so much going on. Like these are sentients and they're like bad boys. They work for this thing called the Hunra.
Yo, he looks fun, just like some kung fu master.
Yeah, it's fucking Warframe, dude. Warframe is sick.
Yeah.
But like there are alleyways of flying cars. There are a bunch of sentient kids that are like orphaned in the sewers and they like talk smack at you as you walk past them. There are sentient guys addicted to Bloom, and you see one of them pee on the wall. Yeah, it's like Fifth Element. And like this is one of the flying cars, and like you're a guy who's working for, secretly working for Albrecht and Trotty, but then who's like kind of a shady guy in his own right. But then you are doing a double agent and working for like this mob boss, called the Hunra, who is maybe someone else that we've known in the past, but no spoilers. So you're trying to get close to this mob boss without him figuring out that you're working for the other guy. And you're the only Warframe in Tau. All the other frames went to the Earth system. So people are kind of afraid of you. And they're also like, how do you keep coming back from the dead? Because people keep beating the shit out of him. And then he keeps coming back, and everyone's like, what the fuck? The first line you hear Briscoe say is, oh, shit, I'm alive again. Yeah. So then there's a big gambling element to this, Hubie. So there's this...
oh, my goodness.
Yeah, there's a slot machine thing. And then there's this incredible sequence where he does a boss fight, whatever, gets into like a flying car and goes through this whole planet.
This is fucking crazy.
Warframe is sick. Flies over to this nightclub where there's a fly right buzzing around me. Flies over to this nightclub where this lady who you see there is singing, and like it's kind of implied that maybe they're dating. But he can't talk, so what's the deal with that? But yeah, there she is singing, and the music for this is so good. You would love it. You would love it. No, yeah, I'm just big Fifth Element inspo. Wow. These guys don't like hide their inspirations. But then here's something I'm really excited about.
This club is cool.
This nightclub is sick. Yeah,
this is Mass Effect 2.
This nightclub is sick. And there's something I'm excited about. I'm trying to skip past a spoiler here. A card game.
Yo,
Warframe is getting its first card game in game. They said the name of it, but it went by too quick, so I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it looks good.
It looks crazy.
So much gambling and cards.
And they're playing for the Hunra's like, if you lose, I take your core, which I assume means he can't wake back up again.
Whoa.
And it cuts before we know what card the Hunra draws. So then, and we're on our way to Tau, and they say it'll come this year.
Wow.
And then they also had a few other things like a Banshee rework and a Mesa heirloom skin, which was really funny because Reb was there the day before her surgery in the press thing that we did. And when they showed the Mesa skin, and these skins are like very sexy. She just went job security because they sell pretty well. So, and Trotty's a really interesting character because he's like kind of good but not really good. It's complicated.
Anti-hero.
Much like all of Warframe, it is complicated.
Love that.
But yeah, it's really good, and it's a good time to get into Warframe if you've not played it, because you can catch up to all this stuff and then kind of hit it right when it's coming out later this year. I was talking to Zach Wojnar, who was at TennoCon.
No way.
Shout out to Zach. Had a rough go of it. Had a shit TennoCon. Found out some... I don't know how much of Zach's personal life they want me getting into, but like got sick, couldn't really do anything, was trapped in his room for most of the time. So shout out to Zach. Sorry that you couldn't enjoy it, but he was telling me that he's been playing Warframe, and he's right at the Natah quest, which is basically where Warframe's story starts, which is 15 hours in, whatever. But if you just play it and enjoy it as a game at first, don't play it with like trying to rush through and get to the stuff, but like enjoy it. If you actually enjoy it, it's a really fun time, and it's a free-to-play game. You can play everything for free. I've probably paid hundreds of dollars to Warframe over the years, but I really love it. It's like maybe a really perfect time to get into it, because then you'll enjoy the main kind of sequence of the game before this new huge chapter, which honestly, like if it lands, because they're saying, it starts with 2 planets, but they're also saying it's a completely different solar system. It can't work the way that this solar system works. So like
I love that.
The like hard mode of Warframe that like I'm in, like you get into it once you've like beaten the main basic stuff, like once you've caught up to everything, you can go into Steel Path, which is like hard mode. It's going to be called something different and like work differently in Tau. And then like mission structures are going to be different because they're like, it's not the Earth system. Things are different here. And I think that that's what's really cool about it. It's like Warframe 2 within Warframe, maybe.
Yeah, new era.
I don't know how big it'll be. When it comes out, it might feel smaller than we hope, but like it's going to build onto it over the years. And and it's not like an exclusive thing like the New War that kind of locks you out of everything else for a period of time because the story is so insane that it changes everything. It lets you go back and forth and like do whatever you want. Does the Warframe community embrace change? Oh yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah,
it feels like it's a new vibe each time you bring one of these.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, definitely they've been shaking stuff up. Like 1999 was nuts. But also Warframe is very good about listening to the fan base.
Community, yeah.
Yeah. Is Warframe horny? Yes, but it's female gaze. It's yonic, which feels really good. You can tell. I don't know. It's got this ineffable quality where it feels like the female gaze.
Hell yeah. Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah. Like, so it's about like butts and thighs.
And holding hands.
And powerful women. And lingering gazes. Dude, no, there's a story in Warframe that made me cry. Like, this space game about ninjas is one of the like 3 games in human history to make me cry. Damn. So, yeah. Warframe is legit. Anyway, sorry, I talked way longer than I thought I would.
No, I love that. It looks so great. Because the last one looked really cool too. There was like toxic shit in the last one, right?
What?
The last big expansion.
Like toxic waste? Or?
Yeah, there was like a big toxic theme, I remember.
Oh, yeah, there's the Scaldra.
Yes.
And they were shooting gas around. Yeah,
Yes.
There's always been toxic, corrosive like element in it, but yeah, they had enemies that had like the big gas things. That's
Sick.
probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah. And each time it looks incredible.
That was a few
13-year-old
updates
game.
ago, but yeah. Well, and they make it look better and better and better.
Yeah.
It's had a few graphic overhauls. It's just such a special game, and
Hell
like the
yeah.
con is just so fun. Like, it's crazy.
I love that.
Warframe
I love
is
when
so
a game
sweet.
lasts that long and just maintains the quality.
Yeah. Where's my Mesa Prime, Tatum? Anyway, sorry. We were supposed to get the Twitch drops, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Damn.
I'll check. I haven't checked in game in a day or two.
Alrighty.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Isla, for covering TennoCon.
Tenno.
It's so cool they have a con.
It's a huge spoiler while they're called Tennos, but I explained it to you one time.
Tennos.
It's fun.
I gotta replay Dark Sector. Shit was awesome.
Hell
back in the
yeah.
day.
Yeah. I think isn't his name like David Tenno or some shit?
I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure. Let me look.
That was a GameFly game for me. We've got more to come, but if you've been enjoying the show so far, please take a second to like and subscribe. Ring that bell on YouTube. It helps
Hayden
us.
Tenno. Sorry.
Is
Yeah,
it?
his name is Hayden Tenno.
That fucking rules.
But like the Technosite virus is what they fight in Warframe 1999. So it's like
1999, that was it, Isla. That
Yeah.
one looked so incredible.
yeah, the Scaldra that was an extension of 1999. Yeah.
That looked so good.
But yeah, so it's like they kind of folded, like the Dark Sector lore is like folded into Warframe.
It's
They're called Tenno for a different reason
cool.
in Warframe. But yeah, it's
Very
very
sick.
funny. Also, Digital Extremes made Unreal Tournament.
Yeah.
So that's fun always to remember that too.
Hell yeah. Like us on YouTube. Do it. And subscribe on patreon.com/easyallies. Help us out. Chuck us a couple bucks. It just helps us continue to do this content. So please do so. If you're a patron of Easy Allies, thank you. If you want to sponsor this podcast and put your name right here in the space and get in touch, you can email us at info@easyallies.com. We will get you all the deets. The deets. The easy way.
The easy way.
All right, it's time for my one thing. My one thing, I'm watching Return of the King when I get home. That's all.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I just watched that recently again.
Sick.
Good stuff.
Hell yeah. Isla.
Silo's back.
Nice. I stopped halfway through last season. I got to get back in.
I've only seen the first episode of season 3 so far.
How was it?
I'm jazzed for Silo. I love Silo. It is so slow burn. It's insane. And now they're
Yeah.
doing memory shit where like a character doesn't remember shit.
And
I'm like, I fucking hate that.
Oh.
And it's like you get like maximum 3 episodes of that, but preferably don't do it at all. But like
Yeah.
they better resolve it in the episode I haven't seen yet because it gets so fucking annoying.
Jesus.
Amnesia slop, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't love that.
Yeah.
Vampire Lestat is incredible. Hot D is incredible.
It is.
Although these men
finale
are
is
fucking up
Sunday.
my girls. The Lestat finale?
Yep.
Yeah.
Scared.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Scared about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Don't want it to end.
We'll see.
I feel like it just started.
I know. Only 7 episodes is nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like I watched something else recently that I liked, but I don't remember what it was. Oh well.
You'll have to tune in to patreon.com/reaction shots to
Yeah.
find the answer to that question.
Check out Reaction Shots. We're doing Sam Neill movies this time.
Good
Working
old
on getting a
Sam.
special guest, but he's currently in New Zealand, so we'll see if he can do it. All right.
Damiani, you gotta be caught up by now, I feel like. Where we at?
Not caught up to the present.
So close.
I'm very close. What episode
Oh
am I
my
on?
goodness.
I slowed the pacing down a little bit just because we're catching up to the present here. I'm on episode 1157, so I think I've got 9 more episodes before I'm caught up. Egghead, not Eggman. We had this last week where Huber kept saying Eggman. It reminds me of Eggman.
Eggman?
I kept saying Eggman. Egghead arc. the futuristic city with Dr. Vegapunk, where all these like robots and like looks like was invented by Capsule Corp from Dragon Ball, or like Mega Man futuristic cities, or F-Zero looks like that. Shit went down. We have to be careful now because we're so close to the present. I'm being so more ambiguous now. Shit went down. Marines got involved. The elders got involved.
Marines,
like that. The Navy. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
The Navy is the world government got
like
involved.
The kid from the first episode.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even know about Colby.
Yeah.
Oh
Colby
shit.
hype.
There's some. He's like
Colby.
He's advanced now, dude. He's
10.
Powerful. Like there's some shit going on with him too.
I hope he breaks bad.
Dude,
breaks everybody's heart.
He's a good-hearted person, man. But we talked about Garp,
Garp.
Luffy's grandfather, like a week or two ago. Anyway, shit's going down. Buster called on the island. The world government wants it annihilated, like erased from existence. But nope. Vegapunk, one step ahead of everybody, drops the news bomb of the century, the megaton, reveals truths left and right about the world and about what is to come. And so I cannot say specifically what they are. He reveals some of what the lost century happened in that, which has been like a series-wide like mystery. We've gotten some insight, but he confirms some shit. He also confirms some shit that's going to be happening in the future based on his findings. He's a genius. He's an Einstein basically. And so the Straw Hats need to get the hell out of there because they are being hunted by like the 5 elders. These dudes are like fucking like insane power level shit. And they're like ruler dude, master of them. Inu or whatever is like fucking. He's got the fucking Sharingan eye, the Rinnegan on the other eye or some shit. He's like a menace, dude. They have he like seems like beyond powerful. They're escaping. They got out, so they escaped. But they got 2 important things. One, they're finally setting sail. The giant showed up. The Elbaf warriors showed up. These are their Huber bait to the max. I'm just going to call that place Huber Island, dude. Huber's Island is this Elbaf. Like, holy shit. Dude just shows up with a giant fucking axe. He just smashes like all these ships. He's like, oh, like the jolliest warrior.
Just laughing.
And like they reunite, like Horia and Doria or whatever, they reunite with Luffy because they hadn't seen him since like freaking the second arc or whatever, second saga or whatever, like the little island or whatever. They come back. All the warriors of Elbaf that you've met like are kind of like back too. They team up with them. They help them get out of there and they escape. And now they're setting sail to go to Elbaf. And so they get out of there. But one last thing that was so cool, we got a glimpse of this mysterious figure called Joy Boy. This ancient person from the like who's been like this mystery. We see a silhouette of him because he's talking to a giant robot that like showed up and saved the day because he was summoned by Luffy going into that like sun god thing, Nika, that I explained earlier, where he has it's his white hair form. That was the biggest thing I forgot to say the other like 2 weeks ago. The 5th gear thing. That's where he goes white hair. I forgot to say that. Remember I said I kept being spoiled by Netflix, the thumbnail, but I forgot about that. And I was like, what's the white hair thing gonna be? It was 5th gear. So I was like, oh shit. So sorry. The reason I'm being so like scatterbrained with this is because literally Vegapunk's speech about like that it spans multiple fucking episodes is like just like spoilers to the max if you're ever gonna watch like One Piece. It's literally endgame spoilers of the show. It's like the only thing I think left is like they didn't reveal what the meaning of D is yet. He was about to, but he got cut off. And we don't know what the fuck the One Piece technically is, although they're alluding to it might be not just fucking treasure. So yeah, like holy shit, the stakes. But you know what they hit me with, Huber? On the way to Elbaf, I watched because I was like, what's this next episode? Is next episode going to be arrive? I'm going to stop there, take a little bit of break. They end up in fucking Legoland.
What?
They're in some like castle that's made of Lego bricks, giant Lego bricks. Because when they're running, the little studs are like tripping them up when they're running across the floor. And I'm like, what What? We're in Legoland? What is this, a filler arc? I'm like, oh no. But they had a new opening, so I'm like, and they're dressed.
I love a new anime opening.
Yeah, we get more frequent new openings now, which is awesome. But
that's cool.
Their clothing looks like it does in the opening, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But yeah. Anyway, like, God, I hope this ends soon, because I don't know if I could take like 5+ years of this or whatever. Like, it's like, feels like you're so close. There's so many revelations happening in like the past like 20, 30 episodes. Like, oh God, like big shit happening.
How many more episodes till you're caught up?
I think it's not. I don't want. Here.
Don't spoil yourself. You don't need to answer if you don't want to. Don't spoil yourself.
I have a way. I have a trick. So let
Okay.
me cover up my eyes and just look on the right. Okay, the 1165 is the final episode listed on Netflix, and I'm 157. So 8 episodes.
Holy shit!
Yep, and that is the most current episode available. I think that's the last. Is that the last episode? Or is the last episode Sunday? I forgot already. Then I gotta wait like everybody else. Yeah,
that's crazy. Damiani, what a ride! I feel like you did that pretty fast.
Yeah, sorry. If we got into the details, we would have been here for like 30 minutes. But like, yeah, it's kind of nice. You have to be less specific about it. But we'll have to think of, by next week, after next week's update, we'll have to think of something new, because I can't do One Piece anymore. I have to move on to something else.
Yeah, that's it. End of an era.
It's apparently a 3-month break till new episodes. So
now it's got to be Boruto.
This segment will be like an hour if I do Boruto, because you will just be like, yeah, let's go. And poor Isla's gonna be like, oh my God, please stop this.
No, these are great. I get other stuff done.
Yeah, she'll get a food break or something during that.
Yeah, I could just leave.
Alrighty, it is time to talk about a big old handful of video games, the reason we're all here. And let's dive into probably the biggest release of the week, Denshattack.
Oh, yeah, I'm curious about this one. Does it live up to the hype?
It does.
Okay,
I actually
good.
have some B-roll for the first time in a long while.
Nice.
This is my gameplay here. Just played some earlier levels to show it off. I also have B-roll for the next game too. But Denshattack is Tony Hawk with a train.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Tony Hawk with a train. The world... Yeah, it is
so fast.
So
no, it's gonna be like you
love
build
how
up. It's
fast
like no go.
Like an impulse launch coaster.
no, let it be said, I am not kidding around. This game is fucking hard.
I love how they're literally called kickflips.
What is the?
They're just called skateboard tricks.
What's the skateboard game called that we like? That the indie one where it's kind of difficult.
Tony Hawk.
No, Huber,
Skate?
you like it. The
bird one?
the side-scrolling one.
Ollie Ollie.
People were comparing it to Ollie Ollie.
Ollie Ollie.
That
is
game
a
is hard.
great comparison.
Yeah, people are
That
saying
is
it's
really
like
great.
stylist, like similar vibes a little bit.
Great comparison, Damiani. Totally, yeah. So you can easily get through the levels, but to get all the objectives and the high scores and stuff, like this game is very challenging. The skill ceiling seems out of control.
Jeez.
But again, you can just stumble your way through most of the levels. Everything's fine. And you just won't get any medals. Totally chill. But a lot of these objectives and score objectives are very, very difficult. There's just a lot going on. So
This is going to be a hell of a GDQ run.
Oh my
I watched the
God,
SSS
yes.
Tricky one, and it was so good.
oh my God, I want to watch MLG gamers play this game.
Yeah.
But absolutely. It's like Tony Hawk in the sense that there are manuals, like I'm doing right now on the footage, the train manual.
That's so fun. I was going to say, are you doing a manual?
Yes.
This is crazy.
That keeps the combos going.
Oh.
And like Ollie Ollie, thankfully, it's just like you mess up, you're right back in. You're right back in. No,
Good.
barely any loading. It's just like boom, 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 boom. Like constant momentum, constant action. When I beat this level, you'll get to see the world map, which is really cool. I'll talk about that in a bit.
Sick.
But basically, the world, it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of world. And places are sealed under domes. And there's like this...
I feel like that makes me think it's it's canon to the Dark Tower. there's a sentient train in that.
Yeah, Snowpiercer or some shit. No, but there are like domes covering a lot of the environments or a lot of the places in the world, and Denshattack is like this way for people to express themselves. There's different gangs and different factions within each region, and it's all about performing sick tricks with your train. There are like small cutscenes throughout here and there. Each level has two collectible types. There's collectible spray paint, which you can use to customize your visuals
Like
of your train.
like that. Yep.
Yeah. And there's the movie reels, which I really love because those unlock actual lore within the universe, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, I really want to unlock those.
Do you have to
get
finish
some
the
of that
level
lore.
when you collect them, like to get credit? Like, I'm assuming that's a yes, right?
Yeah, but you can stumble your way till the end, so it's totally fine. You can just like grab them, get to the end.
Like if you replay and you missed one, you don't have to get both again, right?
It locks in.
Got it.
So easy breezy way to replay each level. Each level takes like a couple minutes. And there's just a bunch of different varieties with the levels, like you would expect from Tony Hawk. So there are just traditional levels where you're going through. No problem. You just have your sub-objectives, and you just need to get to the end, and you need to do it. You're judged on how fast you get there and your high score. And the time never stops. So every time you, like, die and reset, the clock is burning.
Yeah.
So you want to get there without dying. And there are other levels where you're actually racing against other trains, and you can, like, knock them off the track to eliminate them. Those ones you can actually fail, where it's like, hey, you need to get top 3 in this race. If you don't get top 3, run it again. Those are not very often. 90% of the levels are like, get to the end by any means necessary. Everything's fine. There's also semi-free, not like free roam, but there's like kind of sandboxy levels where it'll be like, hey, you have to like break these towers or spray paint this area, and there are different ways to go on the track, and you have to go different ways and kind of circle back to continue.
Okay, because of a train nature, you just keep looping until you meet those conditions to.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so you'll run it back. Yeah, so that's kind of the format. There's, again, as you saw in the footage, there's a what's it called? It's escaping my brain. The map.
A world map?
World map.
Yeah,
Jesus. Yes. Thank you.
It's called a map?
You said map. I was like, it's map, right?
Good
Map
Lord.
is a map is a map.
World map. Thank you, Isla. Yes,
Okay.
there's a world map. So you're just going through the different regions. Some of the icons on the world map are the shops and the lore areas where after you collect the film reels, you kind of go into like this journalism office and you like unlock this kind of travel booklet to kind of read more about the region and the characters you're going against, because the lead character, Emmy, wants to prove that she is the best Denshattacker in the biz. And everyone she's going against is like really cocky. The first group is like a pop star idol type group. The second group is like this really hardcore baseball furies, the Warriors energy, where they're like, they don't even want to be bothered by anyone. They're just like, yo, you don't interest me. You're nothing. You're beneath me. So very anime inspired, very anime vibes. And just the gameplay feels so good. It really feels like a Tony Hawk, where
Here we go.
it feels just incredibly smooth. And it really feels like it's so easy to pick up and play, But like I was saying earlier, it feels like you could be a fucking master at this game. Like, Isla, you nailed it. The speedruns of this game
It looks wild.
will just be out of control.
Yeah. 2 questions, because you talk about getting like the stickers for super, customization, and for those only listening, we're seeing a bit of footage of that right now.
Yeah.
Is there anything that impacts like your performance at all? Like, is there any like abilities or anything like that? Like any system like that whatsoever? And then also, how is the music?
The music is incredible. It reminds me of like Sayonara Wild Hearts. Most of the abilities you just get as you progress in the game, Damiani.
Got it.
So like you don't
cool.
you don't start off with everything. Later on you'll get the manuals, you'll get like wall rides, things like that. It's like introduced kind of bit by bit.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, cuz again, it is very difficult. Like when I first started, I was so blown away by how hard it was. I was like, I'm dying nonstop on these tracks, just like dead. So there is like a little bit of getting used to it, and then you just start flowing. So thankfully, it does onboard you really well. It starts you off slow, and then you continue to get more abilities. There's like an ability where you can blow your horn, and that'll like mess with the environment. It'll like knock things out of your way. So yeah, Denshattack. If you love Tony Hawk, you absolutely need to play this game. It is $20. $20 game. Seems pretty long. It's like 10 plus hours. I'm like 3+ hours in. Might even be longer. It's $18 right now on Steam, 10% off. But yeah. Are you both gonna hop into Denshattack? What do you think about Denshattack? Because I know you both enjoy your Tony Hawks and your SSXs.
I mean, this looks cool as hell.
Yeah, there's a demo for this, right? Or is it already gone? I just want to at least try this game because it looks so insane. Yeah,
you need to feel it for sure. Because the feel is so nice, and I think that's why it's getting really, really solid reviews. Here's kind of the booklet that you can unlock by collecting the film reels. Yeah, and it just adds like some really cool, meaningful lore to the game. It puts into context like the people you're going up against, which I really like. And it's just really wholesome. The characters are really fun, and just the vibes are nice. Really good level variety too. You'll be going from like countryside to like industrial to beach to city. So really, really fun game. Highly recommend. I think it's on everything. It's on Switch. It's on console. It's on PC. And again, it's only $20. And the Metacritic, I think, is at a 90 right now. It's one of the highest reviewed games of the year. Yeah. Super duper high Metacritic. 88. 8.7 users, the all-important review bombers. They approve. Alrighty, that's Denshattack. Next up, one of my favorite games of the year so far. Holy shit. Hell Clock. This came out on PC last year, I believe. But it just launched on consoles. This also is a low price of $20, and it's 40% off on Steam right now. $12 for Hell Clock.
Hell Clock. Got it. Okay.
Oh my god, it's fucking sick. It also launched 2.0 to coincide with the console launch, which is really cool. So they added a bunch of shit. This game has to do with the real world Brazil's War of Canudos. So there's going to be another game I'm going to talk about later, and I love a game that feels like a museum exhibit. The next game I'm talking about absolutely does, but I just love a game that has like real historical lore. Like I love when I get to a spot in a game and I pause to Wikipedia/Google some important event. The War of Canudos. This is some hardcore, brutal shit. This was a conflict between 1896 and 1897, waged in the aftermath of the abolition of slavery in Brazil and the overthrow of the monarchy. So this game is dealing with some really intense subject matter. There was a full-on massacre of Canudos, and that's kind of the premise of the game. We are 8 years after that, and you are dealing with like some intense like demons, literally and figuratively. One of the main bosses that you fight is the head cutter, and that was a soldier that would decapitate the civilians. So it's really hardcore stuff. But I'm learning about it, and I think that's important, is just learning. Never stop learning. Like, yeah, it's a video game. We're having fun. It's entertainment. But, like, you can also learn about human history while doing so. And I think that's really valuable and really important, and it elevates the entire medium.
Yeah. Good point.
This game is a action RPG in the vein of Diablo.
It looks.
Yes. So it's very Diablo, but the twist is the hell clock. The titular hell clock, if you see in the top left, if you're watching the footage, that's ticking down, tick, 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 tock. And when that timer runs out, you get booted out. You're done with the run. You're dead.
Okay.
You can find in chests and strong enemies ways to extend that time. And then this being a roguelite as well, there are permanent upgrades that can permanently increase that time. The time is never don't get nervous about like weapon durability and shit, because I know like these things trigger gamers. Weapon durability, cards, and time limits.
Timers, yep.
They freak people out. Everyone's freaked out by those things. The time is never an insane hindrance. I've done like 15, 20 runs. I've been like booted out of the time because of time like 2 times. It's just there to increase the tension and to make sure you keep moving. Like, there are times when you're on a run when you want to go find a treasure chest, but like, oh, there's time. Maybe I won't go down that hallway. I'm just going to go towards the exit. Like, I'm going to keep going, keep moving, go, go, go. So there's just this constant momentum that really gives this game an energy. I mean, it is a nonstop bloodbath, again, as you can see from this footage. And it feels so good to play. There's so much quality of life going on here, where all this loot you're picking up, a lot of it will just auto-equip because the game knows that you picked up a better item. So I love that. You are never really pausing the game for longer than 10 seconds, and that's when you level up to get a new ability. And it's not even a new ability, it's a new buff for the existing abilities that you bring into a run. You bring in 5 abilities, and each of those abilities can be upgraded when you level up. You will be offered a stat buff for each ability, and that can dictate your build. There are so many different relics and buffs and items and all these things that can really, really, really change the way you play with Hellclock and the way you engage with it. There is a lot of theory crafting if you want to go down that rabbit hole. But what's the beauty of it, again, is just the quality of life is if you lock in to a build you like, you can just keep it. Like, I've kept my, 5 core abilities because that's just what I really like, what I'm really comfortable with. I made my spread shot more of a piercing one-shot style. I have like a dash. I have these knives that kind of spin around me to attack and defend. And then I have a slow time ability. And I've just been kind of sticking with that. But there are so many other abilities you can grab. For example, there's like a lasso where you can, butcher style, pull enemies towards you. There are plague spells, and there's just a lot of different builds you can use. In between each run, you'll go back to your hub, where, of course, in classic roguelite fashion, You will talk to some NPCs. You can craft better permanent gear, and then you can use your hard-earned shades or shards or whatever to upgrade your permanent skill tree with things like more max health, faster experience gains, second wind, which brings you back to life one time, things like that. So just a very, very perfect balance. That to me is the perfect roguelite, like a rogue legacy type, where it is so easy to hop in and go on a run or two, and at the same time there is just like this infinite depth and infinite well of moment-to-moment builds and permanent upgrades. This game really straddles the line, and it hits that sweet spot of so casual, I'm going to play one before bed, but also I could be playing this game for months because the rabbit hole goes so deep. So Hellclock, highly recommend. Playing this on console right now, but it is also on PC. 2.0 just launched with some sick DLC and additions. Yeah, so if you love roguelites, put this near the top. And it's dealing with some hardcore historical lore.
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of the story trailer.
Right, yeah, like, it's really it's really dark. It's really heavy. But I think as a human, acknowledging and like learning about things is like just so important. A lot of times in our day-to-day life, things can feel kind of helpless in a way. It's like, oh, I'm just one person, I can't do much. But like, to me, also just kind of learning and acknowledging important moments in history and the present, of course, is powerful. It's important. So, Hellclock, check it out. Next up, Damiani, switching gears here. Jolly PowerWash Simulator 2.
Tease there, huh? Sadly,
Star Wars DLC.
Yeah, no music. I did put on. I played it on PC, but I did open up YouTube. So, for example, this DLC consists of 6 PowerWash Simulator missions, essentially levels. 4 of them are, I would say, more traditional environment-based. The last 2 are you cleaning iconic ships from Star Wars. For example, the second mission is the cantina in Mos Eisley. One of the cool things about this is that I'm not sure if you ever got to do this before, or if they even gave them the canon accurate versions of these environments. You could just walk around the entire cantina, especially once it's near cleaned. You can just go through it. So
got to go there in Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. They do have little text messages that come up this one, Han Solo is going back and forth with I think that the proprietors who hate droids because this is different. You're a droid.
No droids.
It's a separate DLC thing. You're a droid. You're a washing droid. And
we don't want your kind.
When you look at your hands, you actually see you're a droid in this one, and you can't bring all your power ups from the main game. It's isolated.
Crazy.
So you have to use what they give you in each mission, which was kind of I was like, well, where's my hardcore power wash? Oh, I just got this. So it's not detrimental or anything. I think they balanced it around that for sure.
Damiani, stop, dude. You just cleaned Sabacc cards.
Yes. I was waiting. I wondered if you could catch that. If we could see that. They have those references everywhere. So yes, this was pretty cool to go through here. The first stage is Luke's farm on Tatooine. You just get to walk around that. I'm you see it in the movies, but it's you get to walk into the kitchen environment. You go up to the door of Luke's room. They won't let you go into Luke's room. I was they keep some things off limits, but there was a droid that's covered in dirt, and when you wash it, it comes to life and starts moving around. It's kind of nice. It's it kind of scratches the same itch. Obviously, it's just nice if you're kind of a fan of Star Wars, just to maybe look at these environments that if you've only either seen in a movie or in another game where it's it's just a cutscene or you have to race through it or something. You just get to spend your time here. Later on, so there's a story here, like on the farm.
Yeah,
like,
where in the timeline are we?
So it's
Are
the
we
original
after
trilogy. It's original
4?
trilogy. So like this is during New Hope, during right here. Luke's actually still here. He hasn't met Obi-Wan Kenobi yet. The mission he's like talking about, he wants to go off with his friends, and he's like, maybe we could like keep you. Do you know like, and like Uncle Owen's like, do you know like the bocce, like whatever the language of evaporator droids or what, blah 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 from the movie. Like it's kind of doing those references, and at the end. They're like, well, Luke's like, I gotta go now. I gotta go meet some like Jawas because we're gonna go buy some new droids. It's like, oh, R2 and C-3PO. And then like you get caught by the Empire. And then like you're taken to like on Hoth, because the rebels are defeated, you're captured by them. You have to clean an AT-AT, things of monstrosity. In the middle, and all around you is the wreckage of Hoth. Like you see like the down ships and everything. And like, I'll be honest, the vehicle ones, even in like Final Fantasy VII, like vehicle ones are my least favorite levels. They're really fucking tedious. Like they're really difficult to do. They take a lot of patience. Whereas like the environmental ones, I find more interesting and more enjoyable and more relaxing. Honestly, these ones can get like, especially the verticality of this one. This was like insane. Like how high up I had to get. And all these like the towers you can have, the platforms you can move around to get like better vantage points. I think after that, like you're brought to a Star Destroyer. You get to clean the bridge and deck of a Star Destroyer. And the sickest thing about this one is when you clean the windows, you look outside, you just see like it's the part in Empire where they're pursuing Han and the Millennium Falcon in the asteroid field. And so like you're getting text messages about the pursuit. How's it going? Have you caught the rebels yet? And
I wish the Emperor was like critiquing your cleaning duties. Like
they don't do that except for like maybe the last one. The last mission is cleaning the Millennium Falcon. Han and Lando are having a back and forth where like Han's like, hey, you promised me not a scratch, Lando, not a scratch. And he's like, don't worry, old buddy. Like, I'm getting it washed. He goes, okay, now you got me really worried because you're washing it. I know something's wrong with the Falcon. And I don't know. It's kind of cool. You don't get to completely walk around the entire like bays here with all the other ships, but like just the little details they have about the ships flying in the background is kind of nice. The Falcon was a fucking nightmare to watch. Holy shit.
Goodness.
But before it was an X-Wing, which was kind of nice. The X-Wing was like probably more enjoyable, a little smaller, more compact. I like that. You're getting updates on the Rebellion about how they're getting ready to like do their final attack on like the Death Star 2. It's like Wedge is talking to you. Yeah, it's just fun. Like these are how all these DLC go. It looks
really fun.
Like they have little like inside references. Like same with the Final Fantasy VII DLC and all the other DLC they've ever done. This one only has this and Adventure Time, I believe, was the first DLC. I haven't played that one yet. But yeah, it's fun. I will say like again. Ship stuff, I kind of like I had to do the Millennium Falcon and the AT-AT over like 3 or 4 sessions. I was like, I kind of just like, tough it out. But the other ones I felt like, had a better flow to them. I will say I am getting like a little burnt out on PowerWash. It's not like a bad game. It's like, damn, I've done a lot of power washing. I don't know if it has like the therapeutic effect it does anymore. It's almost starting to feel a little bit like a chore. So like if you've been playing this from day one to the first game, this might start to feel a little played out. I'll be a little bit honest. But I'm also like, it looks like there's several more slots for more DLC. So if they're doing Star Wars, I wonder what other crazy thing they have next.
I mean, this is pretty top of the mountain in terms of IPs. Like,
probably Simpsons next.
Simpsons or like
done that.
Pokemon somehow.
Whoa.
Like, yeah, I mean, Star
Marvel,
Wars again.
Yeah, I mean, if they're in with Disney,
top of the mountain.
Any of that.
But yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan.
Yo!
What?
Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Washing like artifacts.
Dude, yes.
I mean, I'd like to do Back to the Future, washing the DeLorean, going to the
clock tower.
The clock tower. The Old West, like the train and stuff. Oh, okay. See that? Yeah, this would be pretty good. Yeah,
really
there's
good.
some fun ones they could do for sure. But yeah, with each DLC, if you're like really into that that franchise, that IP, I think it offers like a little bit more by you being able to physically just walk around everything at your leisure and take your time and look at it. And like the naming conventions for all the little parts they have there, you might learn. I don't know if it's technically canon official, but like if it is, you might learn something new about like, your favorite spot or your favorite ship or something. Who knows?
So sick. Damn.
Like, did they do Back to the Future? I'll look it up while we're waiting. But anyway, it was nice.
Cool. Isla, you gonna get into that, or Sophia? I know she's a Star Wars enthusiast.
PowerWash. Don and it stresses us out.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We have the opposite effect.
This is probably why I'm gonna be. This is probably why I need to go to a doctor about my memory. There is a Back to the Future thing, and looking at it, I absolutely did play this.
Oh my god, they already did.
And I just described everything I said I wanted is what's in there.
That's hilarious.
They have the train, they have the clock tower, they have the DeLorean.
For number 1 or 2?
For 1, Doc Brown's van and the Holomax theater where the Jaws projection comes out. I'm so bad.
That's crazy.
I'm getting a little worried about my memory. I'm sorry.
Same. That's wild. I can't believe I didn't know that either. Wow.
Indiana Jones, though, has not been done. So
yeah,
that would be a great one to do.
Hell yeah. And Middle Earth.
Yes.
Whoa.
Rivendell
probably never gets dirty automatically.
Yeah, there's probably some magical enchantment where it can never be dirty. Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep.
Cleaning after the battle.
Helm's Deep. Clean it up.
It's all blown up and there's bodies everywhere. I would love that you don't clean up the bodies. You just hose them off and leave them there.
Just hose them down. Alrighty. Nice. All right. Switching gears again. The other game I played and finished, because this is my favorite game to beat in one night of 2026. Nice. Blood, listen up. The Caribou Trail. This is some heavy shit, and this is, like I was saying earlier about Hell Clock, this game feels like an interactive museum exhibit. Like truly, I was just learning all about like St. John's, Newfoundland, and the musical instruments Ugly Sticks with like brooms and like soldier helmets. You can like play one of these in the game. They were called Ugly Sticks back then.
Whoa.
Yeah. Learning about like little soup cubes that the soldiers would have. And how valuable they were because like all the food was terrible, obviously. They're hardtack. But this is a walking simulator, and I never say that negatively because I love that genre of game. This is a World War I story where your goal isn't to kill, but to survive. There is some high-octane gameplay here where you are cooking soup, digging trenches, looking at maps, cutting barbed wire. So very high octane stuff here. There's a demo on Steam. This game is $13, by the way. Nice and cheap. Again, it's like 4 hours or so. But you play this soldier named Fisher. And it primarily tells the story about your little 3-man squad, your little 3-man group. It's you, kind of the linchpin of the group, that's keeping everybody together. And then your young, scared friend Lonnie, and then your other like hardcore military man Gordon. They call him Gordo. And yeah, it's set during World War I, Gallipoli. If you've seen the Mel Gibson film, but it's like a different kind of like a different tale than the movie Gallipoli. Basically, you're on this beachhead, and your military advisors are very inept. They do not know what's going on, and you're kind of just waiting to figure out what to do. And the story is just very mature. The dialogue can get a little basic sometimes, but the story itself is extremely mature, talking about like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we here? What is going on? Like, what is the purpose? What is the meaning behind all of this? The gameplay, again, is there are like kind of open environment areas where you're free to roam around camp. Those are actually really fun because there's like, you know, dog tag collectibles. It feels like there's kind of side quests where it's like, you know, you can find different ingredients for the soup at night, because honestly, the thing the characters and I was looking forward to the most were the cozy ass campfire soup meals. You actually like make the soup. You have to like mash up the hardtack, spin it all around, broil it. And during this, the characters are just bonding. It's really, really intimate. They are talking about their life before, what they're going to do after when they get home. Really, really meaningful stuff. There are some slightly more intense objectives. Like one of the objectives is to go into no man's land and rescue this pilot who crashed their helicopter down. You got to stay low because there's snipers out. You know, you can walk around the trenches. There's little, you know, the trenches at night are so intense because like people just have kind of their candles burning, their little living quarters, you know, their bunk beds. There's collectible letters that you can find, you know, people sending letters to their loved ones. And then like historical collectibles as well, which I thought were really interesting. Just, again, learning a lot about Newfoundland and St. John's region. Fish and Fish and Beers it was called. Or Berr. Fish and... Yeah. It was like not fish and chips, but it was like fish and beers. Not like beer, liquid beer, but like fish and bread.
Like beer battered or something?
Yeah. So super interesting. Just, again, learning a bunch. And yeah, this is a game you can beat in one sitting. I took a dinner break in between, but I did beat it in one night. And I recommend it if you are historically curious about World War I. If you like a good walking simulator. There's also a demo if you just want to give it a shot on Steam. And if you like games that aren't all about killing. Even though World War I, there was an insane death toll. But this game is not about that. This game is about just surviving and living. Trying to live in this hard time. The Caribou Trail. All right. And last, a game that I do not think I will get to this year, Isla, but boy, oh boy, do I wish I did. The Altars.
Hell yeah.
Last Variable. Easily one of Easy Ally's favorite games of 2025 is now back with a absurd, like 20 hour.
Yeah. Apparently, like, yeah, 20 hours. It's big. I don't remember how long the main game took me, but
Jesus,
like, I am a number of hours into this.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how many. I just got to cycle 2.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I will say, preface this, and like, I'm going to play their trailer, and I'll try to talk about just stuff that they show in their trailer, but it is spoilery, kind of, because it takes place after the events of the main game.
Got it. Yeah, watch out, chat. This is a game you don't want to miss, seriously.
The Altars is really good. Shout out to Alex Jordan.
Yes.
Who is a friendly acquaintance of mine.
Please go back and watch our GOTY discussions of 2025 where we just praised this game for a very long time. Like, we fucking love the Altars at Easy Allies.
Yeah, this DLC is incredible. Apparently I'm very far from the end, which is what I figured. I can't even bust up these root blockages yet. I haven't found minerals yet.
It's
been crazy. The DLC is Alters 2 kind of, but
Alters 1.5.
Alters 1.5.
Hell, I love a DLC that feels like a 1.5.
So yeah, your base in this one, instead of being on the big rotating ship, is underground. You are playing as the scientist.
Yes.
And you are branching from the scientist,
which is so crazy.
Which is really cool. And you are in this area of the planet, and you are trying to investigate a thing that you discover toward the end. Man, they show a lot in this trailer.
Real quick, Isla.
Okay, well, they just show it. You're trying to investigate this thing called the Oasis.
Real quick, can you just start the DLC separately? Is it an option on the menu? Because
so if you go to new game, if you go to new game, it says, do you want to start the story or last variable?
Great.
But they do say like, yo, hey, this continues the story and it's harder. You should probably have played the actual game first, or the base game first.
But it doesn't like my upgrades and collectibles from the main
No, it's a
games.
separate base.
Great.
So you research stuff again, and there's a lot of different stuff that you research.
Cool.
Had some crazy character moments already. I've only got 2 alters so far, and they are getting.
They're tripping out.
Yeah, some stuff has happened. One guy almost died. Both of them almost died.
Yeah, famously, remember, I had a brutal ass ending in my game.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I fucked up
you
hard.
Fucked up bad.
Hard.
I got probably the best ending.
I fucked up hard.
You fucked up.
Yeah.
No, but this game is sick. If you like, if you like the alters, you'll love this. If you haven't played the alters, you like the alters, but you just don't know it yet.
Yeah, please play the alters. Please.
It's really good. It's a really good game. And yeah, like getting back into this, like, it scratches so many itches. I'm just like, ooh, the gameplay loop of this is just so satisfying. And I get such like one more turn energy from this game where I'm just one more day. Like, can't stop. Yeah, the geologist is very funny. So he's a branch off of the scientist. When you wake him up, he's like quick talking. He's like, oh wow, okay, so all right, obviously I'm your alter. Okay, so we're doing this. We're here. Are we still on the planet? Is this a different base? Where are we? He's like fast talking, and then he's like, oof, sorry. I'm feeling a little lethargic from these drugs from the process, and then your guy's like, this is you lethargic? And he's like, I'll be back to normal soon. And he's like so hyper. He's like really distractible.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. The alters.
That's one of my favorite feelings is the power of DLC. One, to like just tell an even more confident story. Sometimes like DLC stories sometimes tend to be like the best version of the game at all. And then just an excuse and a reason and a motivation to return to a game that you love so much. So like you just saying, being able to hop back into the alters is such a nice time.
Yeah. They're dealing with some fun, like weird stuff too. Like egomania and like various other things.
Yeah. Scientist. He was pretty smug every once in a while.
Well, there are versions of him. I have the physicist, and he is an egomaniac.
I bet.
Yeah. There's so many details I want to talk about, but they're spoilery, so I can't. But yeah, it's good. Anyway, it's good. Yeah.
20 plus hours.
Yeah, that's nuts.
The last variable, and I feel like DLC is so fun because it's cheaper than everything. $15 on Steam for the last variable for a video game and a half's worth of content.
Yeah.
So that rules.
Yeah. Plus, it's just fun to get back into the sandbox and like play around.
And I love that it's a continuation, not just like shoehorned into the middle of the game.
Yeah. And it's interesting because it's like, at least so far, I have no contact to Earth. So
sick. Cut off.
Who knows what's going on?
Probably destroyed.
Probably
nuked from orbit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Wow. That was fun. Talking about some games, some good old-fashioned video games. A lot of new releases. Denshattack, Hellclock, PowerWash Simulator, Caribou Trail, and Alter's Last Variable. So fun. All right. Let us get into patrons' questions. If you are a patron, you can ask us some questions about pretty much anything. We'll ask pretty much anything within reason. And first up, Evan Reagan.
Doesn't this segment have a title?
Isn't there something that's supposed to happen first?
There's a thing that happens for this?
Yeah. Yeah, there is, actually. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I steamrolled you.
I'm like,
Rufus.
patrons' questions. What the hell
I
are
knew
you talking
something
about?
felt off. Something felt off. Rufus, I apologize. You ready? All right. You're ready. Love and respect. There you go, buddy. You want to encore? Because I messed up? Encore. Love and respect. There we go. All right, Rufus. Sorry, bud. Pop, pop. All right. First up, Evan Reagan. Hey, allies. In the vein of asking about things unrelated to games, I'm curious. Have any of you ever encountered the supernatural? Any ghostly run-ins? Maybe a Sasquatch sighting? Or even just some strange events you cannot explain? Love and respect forever and always. Evan.
Constantly running into things I can't explain in games. That shitty head detection, man. Some supernatural shit sometimes.
Seriously, like, what is this?
It's like, what's going on? Okay. I'll go first. There were when I was in middle school, I was in a bus accident coming home from a basketball game for school sport. Our essentially our driver had a heart attack while driving, and we veered to the right, and then we rolled down the side of the road. Not very far, just the little slant part.
How many full 360? How many rolls?
I don't know because I got knocked out. So,
holy shit!
The only time I've ever been unwillingly knocked out in my life. Anyway, came to blah blah blah. Everyone was okay in the end. No one got hurt. But afterwards, I just remember the night after, or I can't remember time anymore. But at some point within 48 hours of that happening, when I was lying in a bed in my home, I went to sleep and either had a dream or I woke up and thought I was must have hallucinated, seeing some kind of floating female looking thing that basically was just over me, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? As a kid, I was like, whoa, what? And then just vanished, and I snapped out of it.
Cool.
How have we never heard this, Damiani?
That is
crazy.
so cool. And that was it, Damiani. Nothing else.
It was probably a dream, but as a kid, my memory from that, I thought it was I was awake, and for the immediate time frame after, my mind registers oh, I saw that I was awake, but I'm almost convinced I was just dreaming, and it was probably as a kid being raised around Christian stuff. It was probably my brain trying to make up an angel or some crap like that. It was nothing I never took it seriously to mean anything. I was it's just kind of weird how your mind can do that sometimes.
Yeah. What do you got, Isla?
Well, I've told mine before, but and on Radio Rental,
I want to
told
believe
the story one time. But I had that thing in the Bahamas where encountered some stuff that, and you know me, I'm skeptical, but willing to acknowledge that
You want to believe.
there are things, that could be outside the realms of I figure all this stuff is scientific. We just don't have an explanation for it yet. But yeah, definitely saw some ghosts.
Hell yeah.
in the Bahamas.
I vaguely remember this story.
Pretty wild. I mean, I could tell it again, but I don't know, whatever. there's an episode of Radio Rental where I told it. They kind of screwed up in the edit, so one part is kind of confusing. But long story short, the people who went before me encountered stuff in an area in the plantation we were excavating, and when I went later, I saw something kind of in my mind's eye, and then I talked to the lady who had seen stuff the previous year, and I was like, hey, I saw this like kind of short guy, and then she said with like Einstein hair, and I was like, yeah, how'd you know that? You know, because I hadn't told her that, and he had like gray kind of Einstein hair.
That's very specific.
But like she volunteered that information to me, and it's exactly what I had seen too.
That's creepy because that is so
that
specific.
And like people had heard like water buckets by where the well had been, and like lots of stuff. And like the entire time I was there, I was like inexplicably drawn toward an area. Like to this day, I'm like, if I go back to that site, I could probably go to where I was drawn, but I thought I had a weird feeling that something bad would happen if I went there.
Yeah.
So I didn't. But heading toward it slightly, I did find a trash midden, which was not previously mapped on the site. So that was interesting. Other times I saw a ghost with my friend in Chicago, and he explained what I had thought it looked like to me without. That's kind of how I check, where I'll say like, what did it look like to you?
Yeah.
And then if the other person describes what I also thought it looked like,
Definitely.
I'm like, oh, that's curious. And then one that's maybe new that I haven't told, similar to Damiani's, which is kind of like a dream thing. I was at the woman who my dad married after my mom died house, sleeping. So this is the house where my dad died. But I was sleeping in the guest room in the basement. Had this weird dream that something in like a classic like white sheet ghost was like standing right next to the bed.
Oh my God.
Like standing there and kind of like turning down toward me, you know? And I was facing away from it. But the crazy thing was I had the distinct feeling. In my dream, I was like aware that I was dreaming, you know, but I was just like, or I was not aware I was dreaming because the dream was perfectly matched to the room. I swiped my hand at it. But when I got to expecting it to just like dissipate, you know, because it was a ghost. But when I hit it, my hand stopped and hit something. It felt something. And then I woke up, like I startled awake, and my arm was up, and I could still feel like I had struck something in my hand.
So full body chills.
Yeah.
Full body chills.
And like my hand was like out where I had hit the thing. And there was nothing there, but my hand felt like I had just struck something, which, you know, are just signals from the brain, whatever. But yeah, that was creepy. So then like I kept thinking I would like round a corner and that thing would be standing there, you know?
Holy shit.
Pretty nuts. But whatever.
That's so intense. That's such a good one.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Wow. Yeah, mine's not nearly as cool as theirs. When I was a kid, we were playing hide and go seek in my buddy's house, and my buddy always was like more tuned in to the supernatural. Like we would bond over it hard. Said he would like hear things in his attic and shit, like whatever. Okay, like maybe, sure. But we're playing hide and go seek. We're having a sleepover one night. There's like 5 of us, and there's no like his living room. There's no like windows to the outside. There's just like walls and then like a door, and the door leads to the garage. Mm-hmm. So like nothing could have shined through here at all. But we're in the living room and it's pitch black, and this like perfect beam of light like goes across the room, and then the cable box falls on the ground. No one is near it. No animals, no humans, nothing. And just like a cold chill went down my spine, and that was it.
Whoa.
I literally stopped everyone playing. I'm like, yo, we're done. Hey, this just happened. Is anyone over here? What? I like brought attention to it immediately. I was like, yo, this just happened. Can anyone explain this? Everyone's like, no, what the hell? That was it. So
that's cool.
I I love a good supernatural tale. I'm sure
Yeah.
chat is like 5 million. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evan. Great question. All right. From Gino A. Escalante. Hey, allies. With the Star Fox remake, I was able to do something I couldn't do as a child. I shot down all of the spotlights in Zone S.
Oh.
And finally, after decades of keeping this in the back of my head somewhere, I redeemed my 13-year-old self. It felt incredible. My question for you, are there any gaming benchmarks you couldn't accomplish for whatever reason that you would want a second chance to overcome? Love and respect, Gino.
I still got to beat Silent Hill. I
Hell
got
yeah.
screwed on that final boss as a kid.
Yeah.
But now I'm just waiting for the Bloober remake, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't think of a specific task off the top of my head, but I will say, like, I've told it before that, like, I didn't originally beat the first Legend of Zelda myself. My friend and I had my friend's older brother beat it for us because we were struggling on it because, you know, we were way too little to probably play that game.
Definitely.
And I later beat it on my own, but like I had already seen, like I do remember seeing like level 9 and seeing him beat Ganon and like, oh, dang, that's pretty cool. And he showed us the second quest. And I was like, oh, wow, that was a kid mind blown and stuff. So like maybe like being able to like, you know, not go like, you know, erase that from my, you know, existence. So like I wouldn't like have like seen what the ending was and then been able to like, you know, just wait a little bit longer till it's old enough and then just beating on my own. What I did with Zelda 2. Zelda 2, I got stuck at like this, I beat like the second palace and then waited years. No one else beat it for me and then came back to it and beat it on my own. So didn't get to quite do that with Zelda 1.
Yeah. For me, I still, to this day, have never beaten a childhood favorite, a childhood classic of mine, one of my staples, Commandos.
Oh.
Commandos behind enemy lines. And then there's Commandos 2, Men of Courage, Commandos 3, and then Commandos Origins just came out. I have never finished one of these games. They are absolute staples of my life. They're just insanely, brutally hard. Ridiculous. Like a 10 out of 10 difficult. So maybe one of these days I'll get back into it. Yeah, Origins came out like last year, but I heard the reviews were kind of mixed. So what about you, Isla?
I said one. It's Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill 1, yeah.
Just because I got stuck on the final boss and I had a bunch of ammo and I ran out of ammo, but it was distant, so I couldn't kill. At least, you know, as a young person, I don't remember how old I was when I was playing this game. I at least my memory of it was that I was stuck. I heard a speedrunner or somebody say that one of the final bosses you can wait them out, and if you just survive long enough, it'll die.
Crazy.
Which probably is the situation I was in, but you have to wait for like 10 minutes. So like as a kid, I was just like, I guess I'm screwed and like stopped. Yeah, but maybe that's not even true. I don't know. Yeah. That's the one that stands out. I mean, I finally beat Final Fantasy Tactics, which has always been one of my favorite games, but I had never beaten it all the way. But I finally did that, and that was sick. So yeah. I haven't finished the final mini or the big crossword on the end of the first Minute Cryptic book yet. So I should do that. But that's a book.
Cryptic. Sick.
I'm a Minute Cryptic sicko. I don't know if anybody knows this. I am obsessed. Oh wait, yeah, no, I've told you all about it. I'm obsessed with Minute Cryptic. I have like a 146 clue streak right now.
Holy shit. One a day?
Yep, one every day.
Nice,
I've been doing it every day since I got the app.
That's sick. Alrighty, thank you, Gino. Now from Nicolas Huertas. Hi, allies. I want to thank Isla for always recommending Outer Wilds.
Hell yeah.
Based on her deep love for the game, I bought it last year, and in the last 2 weeks, I had the chance to play it in its entirety. It was a beautiful, once-in-a-lifetime experience. Which game or movie do you wish you could experience again for the first time? Amore, respeto.
Outer Wilds. Jason and I often say that we wish we could forget everything to play that again.
Yeah.
Did you play it with the expansion too? Because the expansion is so good. It's literally like Outer Wilds 2
That's sick.
built into the game. It offers such a cool, different perspective too. And if you didn't, you're in luck because you have more to play, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel that way about a lot of puzzle games like Portal 2, Talos.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of those, I wish I could kind of like learn them again, you know?
Yeah.
Because the joy of it is figuring it out as you go. Kind of Blueprints was like that. Yeah, so good.
Damiani.
For movies, probably, dude, we've been talking about it so much recently. Lord of the Rings trilogy, or at least Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes.
Just going back, like being able to delete that and what, like, man, it was so fun. Like, such an experience watching that film.
Yeah.
Like, where my headspace was at that point, like just being like so up in like the fantasy, like into fantasy at that point,
Yeah.
and then like.
And
But
the
man, like
Matrix.
lamenting like how movies like, and this trailer is like, what the hell? They can make a movie that like is fantasy epic that doesn't look trashy. Oh,
Yeah.
like just like the trailer itself. I'm like, this already. I don't know much about Lord of the Rings, but this feels so fucking epic right now. And then like watching them, I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
like cannot wait for. I was like, when like you only wait 1 year for each new.
Yeah.
That was so good. I was
So
like,
sick.
for a game, it would either be A Link to the Past, but I'd have to be able to delete every other Zelda game I'd ever played after that as well to be able to play it without having the knowledge of the other Zelda games. And if that wasn't possible, then maybe like Super Mario 64. Like to be
Sure.
specific, Super Mario 64, like be able to play it in the way I played it, like go back to like in a time capsule and play it when I was like, a kid at that point. Because like that game just like was imagination on overdrive for me. Just seeing like it was, I still love that game. It's like one of the best games ever made. But like a part of it I don't really, I think, articulate well is like how much that game did to like my imagination being like the first real truly 3D game I played and seeing what was like possible. But also how my brain interpreted it and going back and now looking how simple the levels look, how basic the visuals. But at that time, it was just so mind blowing and so much. I don't want to spend too much time, but yeah, like it's just was to be able to experience that again, man. Yeah.
Pure magic. Pure
Yeah.
magic. I got a couple random ones, I guess, because of the narrative stakes of them. I'm gonna say MGS 4. I know, not 1, 2, or 3. I know, weird one, right? 4.
Culmination though.
Because it is the fucking culmination, and it just hit me at the right time and the right place, culminating like all the lore, like from day one, MGS, PS1, all the way to 4. It just felt like nothing. It was the ultimate payoff. It felt like nothing had ever reached that level of payoff in video games before. Like you were saying about Lord of the Rings, that's some like Return of the King level payoff shit here with MGS4. So that one.
Yeah.
And then solely because it is arguably my favorite Batman story ever told, and a lot of that has to do with the twist ending, is Arkham City.
Okay.
Arkham City, the
Got it.
best ending ever. One of my favorite stories in a video game, and just like the best Batman story. It's so sick. Love it.
That makes me think about Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh my god, that'd be a good one too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I cannot replay that one because I know too much.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Thank you, Nicholas. By the way, before we get to this week's bets, Easy Allies patrons are getting 2 bonus love and respect questions that are about graphics and AAA places, if that makes sense. So if you want to get in on that extended cut, consider becoming a $5 Patreon at $5 patron at patreon.com/easyallies. You get this podcast 2 days early, ad-free. You get into our official Discord where everybody hangs out and does awesome countdowns every month. You can submit questions to Love and Respect. And starting at $25, all of our producers get their names added to the monthly podcast credits, which are read aloud by Brandon Jones. And our platinum producers also get a shout out on this podcast each and every week. And this week's shout outs go to Jebboabs and El Thanis. Shout out! Now come join us on Patreon for those bonus questions at patreon.com/easyallies. Get on in there, everybody. If you're watching, if you're listening, it really helps us out. Just $5 to keep this going. All right. Time for this week's bets. This week's bet. We have another Switch game coming out this year. Nice little, Switch is shaping up this year. Some exclusives. How many kills will be in the Splatoon Raiders launch trailer? How many kills, Damiani?
I'm going to go with 15.
15 kills. Isla?
I say 12.
12 kills. Lucky me. 18
Shit.
kills.
Oh, bloodthirsty
Boxed
paint.
in.
18 kills. You are boxed in. Everyone boxed in on the bets.
Oof.
As I learned with last week's bet, I was boxed in hard. The Odyssey comes out tonight.
Damn.
70 millimeter.
Begins.
70 millimeter films. Oh my god!
Begins. You know what? I saw
Seeing
someone's
it.
one review sentence that got me
Going next week.
immediately beyond hyped. For it, more hyped, Huber.
Yeah,
This generation's Lord of the Rings.
I did see that.
I was like, what the? You don't
did
you
see
dare
that.
say
Whoa.
that.
One does
Don't
not
you dare
simply
say that.
compare a movie to Lord
Do not
of the
say
Rings. Yeah. We asked what the Rotten Tomato scores would be. I let the negative you speaking in English people get to me. Damiani said 91%. Don said 88%. I said 89%. Isla, unorthodox, got a bet in.
I threw it in.
Just threw it in. She also said 88%. The actual retail price is 96%, Nolan's highest reviewed film of his entire career. That is based on 230 reviews. We are at a whopping 96. Here we go. Masterpiece incoming. Damiani is the winner. I had already updated the scores here, bringing the now total scores to Isla and myself are tied with 10.
Woo!
Dawn right behind us with 7.
Woo!
And now Damiani gaining some ground with 4. Plenty of time left. We are only in July. So still anybody's game. Big point there for you, Damiani.
According to Rotten Tomatoes, this movie is better than My Neighbor Totoro, which has a 94.
Wow. High stakes.
And it's the
Totoro was
same as
replaying.
The Invite, the new Olivia
wanna see
Wilde
that
movie.
real
Yeah, I
bad.
want to see it.
I want to see it. I like Booksmart a lot.
Yeah, Booksmart rules.
I want to see
And
it.
don't worry, darling, this is horrible trash.
I never saw
So you never know.
it. Never saw it. Promotions. I went to a Beast of Reincarnation event. I got to play the game for 90 minutes. Check out that preview on Easy Allies. Any other promotions from anybody? I went to TennoCon.
In addition to my coverage here on the pod kiosk, I did 2 interviews. I interviewed some Warframe actors and some Soulframe actors.
Sick.
So those are, I think, both up. Unless Blood screwed me on one of them.
Damn you, Bloodworth.
I assume they're both up. Check those out.
Sick. All right, Damiani, since you won the bet, you get to shout out to anything or anyone that's on your mind this week. You get the final word on anything you've disagreed with, wanted to reiterate, or just popped into your head. And you get to sign off with your trademark sign-off. Take
All
it
right.
away.
Let's give a shout out to the world we live in thanks to AI.
Oh, no.
Palette unveils the GeForce RTX 360. is coming back. The Infinity 2 OC version launching with 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM. The reigning legend, the trusted name for 1080p gaming performance. For $10 more than its original MSRP at $339. Shout out the future of gaming right there.
Oh my God.
All right. Tanny, hey, you want to get... Anyway, final word for, we talked about some supernatural stuff, and I just want to say something strange going on and something's wrong. You call the Ghostbusters? Yeah, that's who you call! May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
Doesn't this segment have a title?
Isn't there something that's supposed to happen first?
There's a thing that happens for this?
Yeah. Yeah, there is, actually. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I steamrolled you.
I'm like,
Rufus.
patrons questions. What the hell
I
are
knew
you talking
something
about?
felt off. Something felt off. Rufus, I apologize. You ready? All right. You're ready.